Hello, and welcome to the Tractor Shed Bros channel. So, last episode, Harry decided to get me some John Deere kit because he said, nothing runs quite like a deer. I said, that's true, especially when they hear my car coming. It's a very comfy t-shirt, to be honest. I'm not sure if Walt liked that joke, or if he even heard it, to be fair. This episode, though, do you remember the fields when I did the yield bonus? Well, we're going to be harvesting that, but not only that one, we're going to be harvesting all the crops that we can happily harvest from the field to see which one earns the most money. We're going to be using the same field, so it's going to be a lot of work, but I think it's worth it for the challenge. What do you think, Walt? Worth it? Worth it? Walt? Walt? So first we have to take you to the vets, and now we have to take you to an audiologist. We're going to get you hearing aids. Hearing aids. Hearing aids. No? Nothing? Oh, what are we going to do with you? I'll make you a cup of tea. Well, you know when you order something off the internet and you don't quite understand the size guide? I think I overdid it. This will get the field done in like 2 strips. I think the header is bigger than the actual harvester. I'm a bit overwhelmed. Well, I'm back, and I'm not sure still what to say about this other than it's huge, and I'm pretty sure Grumps is not going to be happy about it. I don't think I'll be able to even fit it anywhere. I mean, the next thing is we've got to wait until the crops are ready, so maybe he'll simmer down and take a liking to the old machine or new machine. Whew. She's a big girl. Well, it's been 5 months. Walt has finally calmed down, and the wheat is ready to harvest. Check-in because Walt was kind enough to let me know how much I'd missed, but you probably saw that from the video anyway. Also, while off camera, I asked Harry to politely go and collect the trailer, as I was worried. I thought we was going to get full on this, but not quite. She's ready to empty. But look at the lovely trailer that Harry got. And Harry did ask, he said, Lloyd, why are you asking me to do this now? And I said, it's a favour for a favour, because I've been wearing this John Deere t-shirt you gave me for 5 months, because you like John Deere so much. So he went and got it. He goes. Look at the pipe on her. Everything about this is monstrous. It was only 89% full. Brilliant. Right, let's empty this load into the silo now. Each time we harvest the field, it should produce roughly the same amount, because we'll have 100% yield every time. So it should produce roughly the same amount, and then all we need to do is see the value and what's best to grow. This will just be the basic crops, by the way, the ones that can use the main header, which is for wheat and sorghum and oats, and then the other header, which is used for corn and sunflower seeds, things like that. So it's just over 17,000 litres, and that came from that one field. Oof, this is a dramatic trailer. That with you through just all the crops that I'm gonna harvest. So instead, we're gonna have a harvest montage. so long, nearly 2 years, to do this experiment, and it's December, and Wald has actually gone inside. That's got to be a first. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, we have the 4 base crops that we could happily harvest with the equipment that we had to hand. And actually, even though they all had 100% yield, they did differ with the quantity, with barley being the most and oat being the least. This gives us one last thing that we need to do, which is to haul each individual crop to the customer. Cue the next montage. Let's get pumping and dumping. Well, Walt, the experiment's over. And what have we learned? Not to let you out unsupervised! Wow, Walt, I wasn't expecting an actual response from you. Have you thawed out? Sounds like it. Let's break this experiment down. Firstly, there was a difference in the quantity of each crop, which was a surprise. And the price did differ, which wasn't a surprise, but how it differed was quite surprising. Which went as follows. Sounds like it's quite surprising! You really have thawed out, haven't you, Walt? So Barley gave us £22,227. But the amount that we had to haul was 19,360 litres. Not that ideal, but he did get more crop from 100% yield than the rest of them. Wheat gave us £21,350 for 17,948 litres, which is still quite a lot, but for less money. Canola, however, gave us £24,707 for 11,636 litres of seeds. And lastly, oat gave us £21,290 for 11,351 seeds. So oat would definitely beat wheat and definitely beat barley if we had a bit more of a load from 100% yield. Canola is the best crop. Looks like out of those base crops, we're going to be growing a lot more canola. How's that for you, grumps? If you've enjoyed this experiment, maybe you could experiment with your own types of crops and let us know your results in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video and ring that subscribe bell for more videos like this. Time for a joke. How does a butcher introduce his wife? Meat patty. If you didn't like that joke, that's fine, but you better like this video or there'll be trouble.